Hello and welcome to the second quarterfinals match of the March Madness tournament series. Today, Selesnya tokens will be facing Abzan Lifegain. We will be playing out the Selesnya side, while Yurtle will be on Abzan. In game 1 we keep a hand without any green sources, but it has a lot of action with a double Raise the Alarm and Mentor of the Meek. Our opponent has a second guild gate, so his Cerulei gatekeepers will be active. We have a tough decision here. We could go for Raise the Alarm, or we could set up a Mentor of the Meek next turn, but we decide to go for the more aggressive play, so we can cast a Raise the Alarm here as our opponent cultivates. And now we have a tough decision once again. We could play our Mentor of the Meek, but we decide to go for the guild gate, so we can cast a Raise the Alarm this turn and play the Phantom General next turn, pumping all our tokens, but our opponent has a Sanguine Bond, which is a very scary enchantment out of the Lifegain deck, and this Triplicate Spirits does change our plan a bit, because we can now cast a Triplicate Spirits and play the Phantom General next turn to deal even more damage than it would have dealt this turn. So we only attack for 2, putting the opponent down to 16 life, but our opponent can stabilize with a Baneslayer Angel, which is also very scary with a Sanguine Bond, but we top deck an answer in Banisher Priest, which can exile the Angel, Abzan not having a lot of removal for our creatures, so we attack, putting the opponent down to 9 life. Cerulei Gatekeepers will gain the opponent 7 and deals us 7 with the Sanguine Bond, and a Vizkopa Guildmage is also very scary, because it's basically a second Sanguine Bond. As we top deck another Banisher Priest, so we decide to play it safe here, exiling the Vizkopa Guildmage with our Banisher Priest, so we don't die to another big Lifegain spell, as we attack with all our creatures, putting the opponent down to 10 life, but our opponent has the only removal spell in the deck to take care of Banisher Priest, giving him back the Baneslayer Angel, which can now stay on defense, which is very scary with a Sanguine Bond in play. And now we have a tough decision here, and we decide to play out a Mentor of the Meek first, so we can convoke out Triplicate Spirits and draw a card with the remaining land, and hope to draw an answer for Baneslayer Angel, or we can hopefully go wide and kill the opponent on the following turn with our Phantom General, which we still have had no opportunity to play. But our opponent is gonna play a second Sanguine Bond, attack with the Baneslayer Angel, which now effectively deals 10 damage even if we block it, so we might as well let the Cerulei Gatekeepers through, because everything our opponent has will deal more than 3 damage, so we're still at 1, but our opponent has another Lifegain spell to deal 8 damage to us, so Abzan Lifegain takes game 1 over Selesnya tokens. In game 2 we have to mulligan a 1-lander and keep a speculative second hand with 4 lands, doubling season plus Jade Mage. We draw a Brimaz, which we don't have the double white for to cast it on time, so we just play Plains here. Opponent has double Guild Gate already, so Cerulei Gatekeepers is alive, as we play a Jade Mage on turn 2. Our opponent plays another Guild Gate, does not have any plays, and we draw another Jade Mage, which is better here than activating the Jade Mage, so we attack for 2 and play out the second Jade Mage, as our opponent plays a Rocks Faithmender, which can now stay on defense and prevent us from attacking with our 2/1s, doubling all the life gain as well, so very scary. We don't have any plays this turn because we don't have double white for Brimaz or Triplicate Spirits, so we just have to make a Sapling token, as our opponent plays a Sanguine Bond, which is super scary with a Rocks Faithmender in play. So now we decide to play out our doubling season, so next turn we can make a lot of tokens with Attendant Knight, Triplicate Spirits and the activated ability, but our opponent has a Cerulei Gatekeepers, which gains our opponent 14 life and deals us 14 life in one swing, thanks to the Sanguine Bond and the Rocks Faithmender. We play out Attendant Knight, making 2 soldier tokens. We can convoke out a Triplicate Spirits, leaving us with a 3 mana up, which can still activate the Jade Mage. So now we have a lot of tokens in play, but it will only take 1 life gain spell from the opponent to finish us off, which we can't do much about. So Abzan Lifegain takes the match 2 games to 0 over Selesnya tokens, advancing to the first semifinals match, where it will be facing Is It Burn. Join me next time as we look at the third quarterfinals match featuring Naya midrange and mono-white exalted auras. But for now, I wanna thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and as always, have a nice day.